Hello and welcome to a new SEGA News Bits. I'm your host George. With me is Barry.
Hello.
And today we'll be talking about the Mega Drive Classics. Well, the PC version is going to get a new hub update. This new hub will allow you to view your game library that you bought digitally on Steam through like a kid's bedroom from the 90s, which is pretty cool update. It's free, but the best part of the update is that it'll allow people to share their own ROM hacks on the Steam Workshop.
Yes.
So if you have like Sonic 1, Shining Force, Golden Axe, or some other Sega Classic video game, you'll be able to download the ROM, edit it, and then share it with people. And they can rate you, add comments to it. It's supposed to come out in a couple of days on April 28th. So if you have any Mega Drive game on the Steam, you'll get this update. And this is also going to happen for the Sega Genesis collection in America. So it's across both.
We presume, right? Yes.
That's what Sega said on the tweeter and on the tweeters.
Okay, so the one thing they really haven't revealed yet is like the revised logo for or maybe there's not even a logo. I guess the Sega Genesis Classics already has their own look. Right now it's just kind of a boring menu that you select from. So yeah, true. So like as you mentioned, this is a free update, and it's a hub. So yeah, the bedroom thing's kind of cheesy. You know, it's like we've seen this before. Remember Xbox 360's game room? That's right. Yeah, and so and the graphics aren't amazing. Honestly, they look, this looks like something from like Room Mania on the Dreamcast. Like it's not, but I think it's the thought that counts. It's cool that they're doing this. And as you mentioned, the games, the modified games that you can upload, it's limited to the games on the service. I think a lot of people are misreading this, and they're thinking that, oh my God, Sega's gonna let me. Because I've heard people like bring up like Rent-A-Hero. They're like, oh, can I put the Rent-A-Hero English patch on there? And it's like, well, you can't because Rent-A-Hero is not on the service. So it's limited to the games that are there. The good thing is, a lot of these are games that people love doing mods of, especially the Sonic one. So I think that's going to be the big seller. I do think it's interesting though that they're doing this because Nintendo they don't like doing this. They like to have control, but Sega, it seems like Sega's really just. I'm surprised. I don't know. I would have thought that Sega of Japan would have pushed back on this.
I would too. I wonder if it works out. If they would maybe, I don't know, think about doing the same thing with the PS4. I think it'd be very interesting that they work with like a team where like you could also do it on your console and like people could upload the same ROMs that get uploaded on Steam get uploaded on the PS4. I think that's something that nobody's done on console. And it would be pretty interesting, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
And it gives it some value, you get all this fan content and Sega doesn't do anything. Yeah. That's the best part.
Yeah, and I think it's good that they're doing this because, like, we're talking about this right now. The Mega Drive Classics or the Sega Genesis Classics, these have been on Steam for a while. And to be honest, they were kind of a joke, I felt. Like, people would go, oh, did you see that new Humble Bundle? Yeah, you get Streets of Rage 2. I've had that, like, in 8 other bundles. It's not... These definitely aren't the go-to games, at least for me. I'd rather play it on my original console or... even play it through, illegal channels, like. but the fact that they're putting all this effort into it actually makes me want to boot it up, which I think they know. I think they know that these games, they're not inaccessible. People are downloading ROMs. People are hacking ROMs. People are playing them on what is their Kega Fusion? That's what I use. Well,
So now that we know it's coming, let's talk some real stuff. Like, what do you want to see be hacked? And like, what would you want to do? Like, if you had the choice of doing one game right now, like, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? And don't say Mario on Sonic because that's gonna happen. You know it.
I don't know. Is that even possible? I'm gonna claim a little ignorance on ROM hacks. How much can you do? Can you create new sprites?
I would say yes. Why wouldn't you just change the file from whatever Sonic is to whatever you put in, right? Wouldn't that work?
Man.
I want to know what we could get away with. I agree with you. I don't know either.
Yeah, I think probably if I were to do something, I'd probably make some of the more difficult games easier.
And
I don't know.
And yeah, I would agree with that. I was gonna say, wouldn't it be interesting if they could like do older ROMs, like because they have Shinobi 3. Would we be able to put all the content they took out? Like they changed Godzilla, you know, or they changed the Batman. Can we make a fan one that has the first cut of the game?
That's a good question. I mean, if the information's there and we can access it, I think so.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
To see what we do.
yeah. I mean, especially, you know, I think it's probably going to turn a lot of people on to doing ROM hacks. We're going to see a lot of awful ones, you know, but you see that with Super Mario Maker. You see people who are like, look at me, I'm a game designer, and it's just like all coins, you know.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the exciting thing, and I think that's the big thing about this is I'm hoping it turns people on to hacking. You know, I feel like it's kind of an elitist thing right now, ROM hacking, and so for Sega to embrace it like this, who knows what will happen. You never know, a little Timmy or little Jane might boot it up and become the next big thing in ROM hacks.
Oh yeah, I want to see some Shining Force extra story missions. Would be pretty cool too.
Oh yeah.
So everybody out there, what game, I mean, are you guys gonna purchase this? Are you guys gonna try to do ROM hacks? Are you guys interested in ROMs being hacked? And if so, are you guys going to purchase any Steam ROMs of Genesis or Mega Drive games? Let us know in the comments below.
If you'd like more Sega news, check us out at segabits.com. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and follow us on all our social networks.